Hey, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Culture Convos. I'm Aaron. This is Daniel, and we're going in today. We got some solid topics today. I did my research this time, and I think I'm gonna have some solid answers, some solid opinions on these topics.
We'll see, dude.
Yet
Let's
to
go.
be determined. Let's go.
Hey, man. So last night I spent some time watching some NBA playoffs, as I have for the last 10, 12, 14 nights. Hey, we are in NBA playoffs, round one. It is the best time of year. It is like Christmas for a basketball fan. So we're going to start. We're just going to start talking about NBA playoffs. I am a huge Spurs fan, and unfortunately my Spurs did not make it past the play-in round, but hey, we're rebuilding, so I literally just get to watch basketball and have I've got no rooting interest except for good basketball. So
that's pretty good.
Man, tell me what's your thoughts so far, round one. We've got a couple series that have wrapped up. What you think in round one so far?
Dude, I'm gonna start off with probably the one that's most talked about right now with Boston and the Nets. Bro, that's
right.
Wild.
Kyrie, baby.
Wild. It's kind of crazy, man. Like, you think about these teams on paper and they're stacked and then they get swept. It's so crazy to see, but I like Boston. I like the young guys that they have. I'm a big fan of Jason Tatum. He's so good. But I got to watch Marcus Smart play. We talked about that. We got to watch that guy play in high school. So it's really
he was good then.
Yeah, it's cool to see a guy that you literally saw when he was around the same age as you in your state, in your city. Now he's playing in the big screen, the biggest arena.
Yeah.
Arenas, right? So
I'm not a huge fan of the Celtics, but shout out to Ime Udoka, former Spurs player. You can see the influence that Pop had on him and the system that they run. They play some good defense. They play they just play a good brand of basketball. They're fun to watch, so definitely. Shout out to Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, year 3, ending in a sweep. I was shocked to hear that they've been together 3 years now. Of course, Durant hurt first year.
That's wild.
3 years now, and have won 1 playoff series. That's good. And now Kyrie wants to be the general manager and everything else, according to his post-game press conference. So that's fun. Yeah, that was definitely a shock. I don't think anybody had that going a sweep, much less so. I heard people were those people who gamble and bet on games had actually the Nets winning the championship, which is shocking. But yeah, that was definitely a surprise. Go ahead. Tell me about your Mavericks.
Dude, they're going to do it tomorrow. I tell you, that's why I had to switch my hat, baby. I got to flip it. Let's go. Mavs are going to win it tomorrow.
How far do the Mavericks actually go this year in the playoffs?
Well, here's the thing.
Give me a biased opinion and then an unbiased opinion.
So I'll just be realistic, okay? So if the Mavs win the series, when the Mavs win this series, they're going to have some trouble next series because they're either playing the Suns or New Orleans. I think New Orleans would be the easier match of the two, obviously, but if they can get past that next series, I think the chances of them winning the championship are pretty high because they're solid, dude. And if they have that momentum, basketball's a game of momentum, dude.
If Devin Booker is healthy, they will not win that series.
We'll see, man. We'll see.
Period.
We'll see. But I think that we're going to focus on this next game coming up. I say we because I'm part of the team. And then we'll take it one game at a time after that, man. Who knows?
Man, good for the Mavericks, man. I mean, y'all haven't won a playoff series. I heard this yesterday, which is shocking, especially when you're just a Spurs fan and just used to consistently great teams. Mavericks haven't won a playoff series since they won the championship.
Yeah.
That's pathetic.
In 2011, bro. It's
but
crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. So, man, if they get it done, congrats to them. I do think if they go up against the Suns and Booker is healthy, I don't see how they win that series, but
they've been rebuilding for 10 years.
Long time.
For 10 years, bro.
For a long time, yeah. All right, so as we wrap up round one, talked a little bit of the East, talked a little bit of the West. Give me your NBA Finals matchup. Who do you see in the finals, and then we'll have winners. How about that?
So I'm on a Boston kick right now. I see Boston, and then I see that's a tough one because I don't want to say the Suns just because they're 1 seed, right? But they are pretty dang good. I'll go Suns.
So you got Boston Suns in the finals. I like the Boston pick. I think they're playing overall the best basketball period out of anybody. Still not sure about the 76ers. I don't know what's up with James Harden. I don't know if that really works. I mean, Giannis is Giannis. He is. I didn't have him winning last year. I had the Suns winning, and then Giannis just balled out. So that's always the wild card too. You could always put Giannis in there, but I think the Celtics do make it back.
Yeah.
For sure. As much as I don't want to admit this, I think the Warriors might win the West again.
Oh, yeah, dude.
With the Suns being unhealthy, that's tough to overcome.
Yeah. Warriors are playing pretty good.
And the Warriors have – it's almost like they've been able to rest their players because of injuries, and so they're coming off fresh. And, yeah, they have looked really good also. So I think it's going to be Celtics, Warriors. Go ahead and book that.
That'd be
I don't know who wins that series, but I think it'd be really fun to watch.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
Celtics got those wing defensive guards, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The Warriors have the wings, and so, man, it'd just be a fun series to watch, I think.
Bro, Draymond still plays, right?
Draymond still plays.
Dude,
still
Draymond
talks a lot.
Is garbage, dude. I do not like that man on the court. I like him as a commentator, and as an analyst, he's pretty good because he's fresh, fresh off the court. But, dude, he needs to just stick with that. I can't stand him.
So you got Celtics. And Suns. I've got Celtics and Warriors, I guess. Yeah, so if you got your finals picks, man, drop them in the comments. You can @ AV here and tell him that the Mavericks are trash. Go ahead and add him.
Dude, don't even @ him because the Spurs aren't even in the conversation.
Yeah, we'll just be we're taking a couple of seasons off. We're just dusting all the rings and the trophies, and so we're just taking a couple of years off. We're regrouping.
It's fine, bro.
It's fine. We've won, 2 championships in the time since y'all – we won 1 championship since the last time the Mavericks won.
Sure, you're not going to win this year.
That's right. It's okay. No, poor thing. Hey, another big thing happened like in the last 2 days. One of the richest men in the world buys
Talk about me?
Twitter. Not talking about you. Buys Twitter. And we are, if you don't know, we're located in Austin. And so this is even bigger news, I think, here because
right
Elon Musk is slowly taking over Austin.
Yeah.
With the big Tesla plant, and he's starting to run the area. So
let me just start off by saying this, bro. I'm still mad at Elon for not inviting me to the party.
It was open for everybody. You could have just shown up.
No, bro, it wasn't.
Yes,
it was invite only. You had to have like a ticket or like a wristband or something, but I think they said it was loose, like they weren't really watching. Like if you slipped through the cracks, they wouldn't
they wouldn't have cared.
But still, bro, I didn't get the invite. So Elon, I'm not happy with you, bro.
First things first, are you even on Twitter?
Yeah, somewhat.
Okay, I am not on Twitter, and so I am really, I saw some people were super pumped about this.
Mm-hmm.
Other people were the opposite of super pumped. I don't really get it. I'm not on Twitter, but I might be just to check this out.
Dude, so Twitter is like, it's really good that you're not on Twitter, I think, because it's so negative. That's
what I've heard.
You'll see like, name a celebrity, name a person of influence. They'll post something.
Chris Pratt, my guy.
They'll post something, and then the comments will just be flooded with negative stuff. Like if there's nothing that they could say that could be correct on either side.
I just say Chris Pratt because I feel like he's been in the news recently for Twitter stuff, like people dogging him on Twitter. So that's why I was throwing that out there.
It's so weird. It's so weird. So I think Elon, part of the reason I saw the conversations, I follow Elon, and obviously like it's in the headlines whenever he posts stuff, which is so wild. You know, like somebody tweets something and then it's like screenshotted and put in a headline. Right. But Elon was basically talking to a lot of the shareholders and those upper suite holders for Twitter, and was talking about the censorship issues and all that stuff. And so that's why he wanted a piece of this pie, is because he's like, dude, you're censoring stuff that shouldn't be censored.
Yeah.
It's all based on opinion, right? No matter how good or safe you're trying to make the platform, it's like you're censoring people, and that's what people don't like for the majority of people. So
I know the big push for him is like, one, censorship, wanting free speech for everybody, which of course can be dangerous. But another thing that I saw that I thought was really interesting was that he's going to try to get rid of the bots.
Yeah, that's
cool.
So
if he is able to get rid of bots, let him have a share in Instagram as well, because I would love to get rid of those bots as well.
Dude, my DMs are filled with
let's just
bot messages,
get rid of all of the bots. So Elon, if you actually catch this, man, just go all in. Let's just get rid of all the bots in the world.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just take care of that, which is ironic because he's made his money off of bots.
Yeah.
So,
What? That's so
different
wild.
kind of bots, but hey,
Yeah,
it's cool.
that's true. That's a good point, though.
Yeah. So Elon, shout out to that guy buying Twitter. Twitter becoming private. Like I said, I'm not on Twitter, so like I don't really know, but I'd be interested to see. I mean, give it a couple of weeks, couple of months, and see what actually comes of it. You know,
Yeah.
when you read something in the news, it's always like the very much one-sided here, very much one-sided the other side. So
Yeah.
kind of got to split the middle. So hey, if he does take care of bots, if he does give people a realm of free speech, I think those are both good things. But like I said, I guess we just kind of wait and see.
Yeah, I think regardless, like obviously Twitter's just a negative like conglomerate of people and bots who are just trying to dog on people, honestly. And so if changing the ownership is going to help get rid of that, I think it's a positive thing. But obviously there's a risk, you know, either
Sure.
way. I think there's
Going
a risk.
private,
but
definitely.
yeah, there's a risk with the original owners, right? They just happen to be the first ones to make it and to own it. So it's not like anybody had a say, but
Yeah. Hey, if you're on Twitter, let's be positive. How about that? There's your challenge. Man, be positive on Twitter. Like AV was saying, man, there's a lot of negativity out there just on social media, period.
yeah,
I think it's really easy to be a keyboard warrior.
mm-hmm.
And so like, man, just be different, be positive. So yeah. I did see also talking about Elon Musk, governor of Texas was like, hey, you want to move the Twitter headquarters to Austin as well? And I'm like, whoa.
Dude,
Hey.
I don't know if I like that, man.
Who knows, man? Austin is blowing up.
Oh
So
my- dude,
I'm sure Twitter will be here soon.
Probably it's gonna be the largest building downtown.
This is
You're gonna
it's
tower
it's-
over
It's
Facebook.
insane. If you're not from Austin, come visit sometime. You'll see.
Come through. Come see dude. They said Elon's Gigafactory.
Yeah.
If it's put on one of its sides, it's taller than the Burj Khalifa. That's the tallest building in the world. If it's
I've
put on
driven
one
by
of its
it,
sides,
and it is massive.
it's insane,
I
dude.
feel like you drive like 6 minutes down that toll road out there, and you're still in the Gigafactory. So
yeah,
yeah, if you are not from Austin, just come check out
come fly.
Elon Musk's backyard, basically.
You'll see it from the plane because it's
That's
by
right.
the airport.
That's right. Hey, another fun thing is happening as we turn the calendar from April to May. That means it is almost summer,
Yep.
and with summer comes big movies and TV shows. It's one of my
True.
favorite times because summer gets all the big movies. So there was a couple of interesting trailers that came out in the last 2 weeks that we want to just talk about. If you've seen these trailers, we definitely want to know your opinion. So you want to start TV or movies first?
Let's go TV, bro.
TV first. The one that I was so pumped to see, Stranger Things is back. And we got a trailer. I am so pumped. I am a huge Stranger Things fan.
Yeah.
Which is funny because I do not like anything of the 80s. You
That
can
is
ask
weird.
my wife. She's like, oh, you 80s hater. And I am.
Like the color palettes and stuff.
Just, I don't like any of it. No music. I don't like any of it. But the show itself,
Oh, that's interesting.
fire. And I am so pumped. So give me tell me one, do you like Stranger Things? And then two, give me your thoughts on that
Yeah.
intense trailer that
Yeah.
came out.
So, first of all, Stranger Things is. I don't binge shows. I don't ever watch shows. It's one of the shows that I got caught up in because it is really good. It's a freaking good show. The thing about it is like this trailer specifically. Okay, let me preface. I didn't finish it, the series. I got so close, man. I was like 2 episodes away, and then I just stopped.
It was
I don't
3
know
years
why.
ago. Why did you not finish?
Well, this was a year ago that I started
okay.
it. So, but I haven't seen the ending of it. And so, like, for me, when I watched the trailer, the new one, the very first part of it spoiled the last of it for me. So if you haven't finished the season,
You can't be spoiled when it's been out for several years. Like
I
you
mean,
can't,
it
you can't
was-
even use that term.
yeah, bro, it was spoiled. It was spoiled for me. But dude, it looks cool. My only thing is, and I know that you're gonna rave on it, so I can dog on it a little bit, but it seems like it went from this like simple idea, really nice, cool storyline, to now there's like a lot of animations in there. There's like a lot. It almost looks like too much.
It's going to be epic.
It looks like a lot. It looks like it's gonna be too much. You know,
It's
like
going to be epic.
it looks a little fake. It looks a little like they're kind of really just trying to stretch this thing out, and that's what it seemed like to me. But also, I don't know, man.
They're embracing sci-fi at its best. Like you've got to be a sci-fi fan to truly appreciate the things that Stranger Things does. And the thing I
that's a
love
good
about
point.
Stranger Things is like you can be. Shout out to our 45-year-old listeners, watchers, because you can
Ew.
enjoy it. Like you can think back to maybe that time you actually grew up in that time. I don't know.
Yeah,
And you can enjoy it because you get some of that like nostalgic. Yeah, you can feel that. Or you can be somebody like in our age who like didn't grow up in that time, but still have a lot of fun with it because you identify with those characters and like you have just, I mean, it's just a really, really well done show. I will say like what you just said, this season does look intense. Like it started off a little bit more chill. Seasons 1, season 2 picked up obviously, but man, you watch the trailer and you're like, oh my gosh, this is like movie. Like this is like movie potential right here. Like how it's shot, how it's done, and of course it's Netflix, so Netflix always goes above and beyond. But yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. I can't wait.
Yeah, every season has been like movie quality. That's why I like it so much. I'm a camera guy, film guy, so I think it looks super dope. The shots are great. I love that they picked the perfect characters to play those. They casted perfectly.
Yep.
The soundtrack is amazing.
We do have to get it done before these kids become like full grown adults.
Yeah, that's what I put. That's what I put in my notes, dude. Because it's like it's kind of weird watching them grow up. Because like the first season, they all have high pitched, squeaky voices, and now they're like borderline, like little mustaches.
Well, when you take like 2.5 years in between seasons, you're like, okay, we're talking about kids here. So that will be something I'll be interested to see how it plays out. Because I was reading this morning that this is not the final season. So I know they're splitting this season into 2. So it'll be interesting to see how they give us this epic season. Yeah. And then we still have another season to go. So, yeah, that was one big trailer that came out. That was another really fun trailer that came out. We are both Marvel fans.
Let's go.
And so you've got Doctor Strange coming out here in about a week and a half.
Yeah. Yep.
Can't wait for that one. But Marvel gave us a gift. And they gave us a Thor Love and Thunder trailer. Yes, sir, Chris Hemsworth. Let's go.
Dude, let me just preface by saying
that you love Chris Hemsworth.
I love Chris Hemsworth. No, he's
right. Who doesn't?
Good. He's good as Thor. He is Thor. I love freaking Marvel, man. They do such a good job at making us feel like excited every time, like we're part of the family.
That's right.
We have that inside scoop. It's weird, man. I love how they do it, but it's interesting how they do it because you do feel super invested. I remember there's been a couple times, I'm sure this happened to you. You go to a Marvel movie, and then when there's a scene that is exciting enough, people will stand up and start clapping in the theater, and everybody's like, "Yeah, okay, me too," and they'll start clapping.
When all 3 Spider-Man came out, of course,
yes.
we were. If that's a spoiler for you, I'm sorry, the movie's already out. You should have seen it by now. When everybody comes out, and they open up the portals, and you see the other Spider-Man coming out, and you're like, "Oh my gosh!" And everybody's standing up and they're clapping.
That's awesome.
And that's what Marvel does. It's fun.
It is fun, man.
Tell me what you think about this trailer.
The trailer was cool. I think it's interesting that the premise is. I mean, not to spoil anything, it's a trailer.
It's no spoilers.
So
people should have watched it by now.
So the premise is it's called Thor, Love and Thunder, and so the premise on this is they're trying to go more of like the peaceful route, right? Thor is. And so it's interesting because Marvel, when you think of Marvel, you think of action-packed.
Yeah.
Maybe not thrilling, but just action-packed, and it gets your attention. So it's going to be cool to see how they kind of flip that. Obviously, there's going to be action in it, you could tell, but...
And we get the Guardians in the movie, which is a lot of fun. Guardians of the Galaxy is a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking forward to it. The trailer was, again, it has like the 80s vibe to it. I don't know if that's the new thing, like just throwing out 80s vibes. But yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. We get Natalie Portman coming back. You see her for a brief moment, who looks jacked. I think she took Thor's workout plan. She took Chris Hemsworth's workout plan because they're both jacked.
I put that. I want.
We did not. Yeah. You want to become
Thor?
You want Lady Thor? Got you.
I'll be the Mexican Thor.
We did not see one thing. We did not see in the trailer. We did not see Christian Bale's character. Christian Bale is rumored, if not rumored, maybe it's a positive now that he is the villain in this movie, and we did not see what he looks like. So, Christian Bale is an
interesting pick.
One of my favorite actors.
Yeah, he's great.
I've had many debates. We'll save this for another video. Who's better?
Dude, we
Leo,
need to do that next
Christian
week.
Bale. Yeah. So didn't get to see his character, but it looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to that one. It's kind of like I think it's like a culmination of Chris Hemsworth's Marvel journey. He's been doing it so long now. He's been since the beginning being Thor, and so
it'll
be a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of fun. I definitely have to watch a lot of movies and TV shows before I go watch those things. I've got to rewatch. Get caught up.
That's the fun thing about Marvel too, bro, is that you can't just go watch the other one unless you're caught up, and like you just need that refresher, and it's always fun to watch them all. But bro, one thing I wanted to touch on is
Yeah.
that the casting of Marvel is
Phenomenal.
unmatched. How
Right.
do you? They make these actors become the characters, which could be potentially bad for the actors, but as the viewers, the consumers of the story, it's insane, dude.
That's right.
Because how do you look at Chris Hemsworth and not think of Thor?
That's right.
And how do you look at like Captain America and Iron Man? Those guys will
Yep.
forever be those characters, which is it's good and bad. It's a good legacy, but it's also, you know, maybe for their acting career not so good. But
Yeah.
they're just so good at casting. It's insane.
That's true. They do a great job. Looking forward to, we got, like I said, a couple of big Marvel movies coming out here, one
Yeah.
in May, and then we've got Thor to look forward to. Just so much fun stuff. There's even more stuff that we didn't even cover. If you've got a different TV show or movie that's coming out here in the next couple of months, man, let us know. We will definitely watch it,
We'll go over it.
and
Yeah.
then we'll give you our opinions. They may not be good, but
Dude,
hey,
we're gonna have to have call-ins, man.
we have to have call-ins. If you want to be our first call-in, hit up AV on his social
Call his
media.
number. I'll give you his number.
We'll put you on speakerphone. It'll be great. Man, so last thing, right? We said we're turning the page to summer, and that means a couple of things. College students are taking finals here. If they haven't started, then they're taking it next week. And like I know I'm a youth director, and so we got high school kids and middle school kids who are taking their standardized testing, and then they're finishing off their finals of their semester. So we wanted to just end this, with just a couple of thoughts about finishing strong and focusing well as you head into summer. So, it's so easy to lose sight of the things that are important. Obviously, we're talking about fun stuff, right? We've got Elon Musk and Twitter, NBA playoffs, media that's coming out. Those are all really fun things, but in the end, they don't really matter.
Right.
And so we just wanted to encourage you guys to focus on the things that really matter as you head into summer. Finish your semester strong, finish your school year strong, and you want to speak to. We read a couple of verses actually this week that got us thinking about focusing. So I'm gonna let you take the wheel, man.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start in. I'm gonna do Hebrews 12 because that's the one that I kind of left an imprint on me. But Hebrews 12. I'm not gonna read the verse, but it actually talks about Jesus being the founder of perfect faith, right? And when you think about that, it's like he had a faith so strong and so perfect that he trusted in God's plan from day one, right? And there was times where he probably was like unsure, but he continued to trust the plan and focus on what God had in store for him. And so that's where I've been thinking on this past week since we've talked about it. I know that it's easy to get off of focus. I do it all the time. I work from home, and it's the easiest thing ever. I remember in school, I used to get distracted and not do my homework till the last second. And that actually never improved, but it can. So that's one thing that has been a huge shift in my life recently is I've shifted my focus from myself to Jesus, and it's actually helped me focus on everything else that I've needed to accomplish and get done. And it's really cool to see because I have faith that he's going to help me take care of the things that need to be taken care of and conquer those little tasks, right? Like when we run our marathon, our half marathon, and when we train, one of the things that the coach tells us is the last 3 miles are when you need to focus the hardest because it's when your mind starts to wander on the pain or the being finished or what you're going to eat later that day, but you still have 3 more miles to go. You're not done yet. And so that's what my mind goes to.
Yeah.
And it's awesome, man. It's really cool when you're able to recenter that focus on what's important, and the fruits of that are beautiful.
I think to echo and to like maybe just kind of summarize that, I think when you focus on your purpose, each and every person has a purpose. You were designed for a purpose by God. And so when you identify your purpose and you live according to that purpose and you focus on that purpose, everything else in your life becomes part of that purpose. Like, right, whether you're excelling at school, whether you're playing a sport, whether you're consuming media, like it doesn't matter because you're so focused on your purpose, you're focused on Christ, that those things in the end, like we said at the beginning, they don't matter because your purpose is so rooted in Jesus. And so, man, we just wanted to send that reminder out there to you guys as you guys finish semesters, finish school years, head into summer. Summer's a great time to have a lot of fun. But stay focused, man. Stay focused on your purpose. Stay focused on the bigger picture. Have a lot of fun doing it. because you can have fun and live out according to your purpose. And so,
Yeah.
man, just be encouraged with that. Man, we are pumped. I speak for me. I am pumped for summer. It's going to be a great time. I can't wait. So
Summer's cool, man. Summer's cool.
Finish strong. There's your encouragement. Finish strong. Tap into your purpose.
Tap in, and don't forget to tap the like button. Share this video and comment below.
Smooth.
Let us know what you think and what other topics you'd like us to talk about.
That's right. That's right.
This culture convos, baby.
We'll see you next time.
Peace out.
Deuces.